Hey everyone, my name's Robyn Mancell. I want to welcome you to our channel for Evolv Business Development Center. We are a nonprofit and we are teaching small and medium-sized businesses what it takes to scale. A lot of us really don't know what that is about or how that works, and so what we do is we come in and we show you how to create a sustainable business, one that will last for decades and one that has the ability to help you and your family create long-term wealth. So, tell you a little bit about me. I have been self-employed now for, I'll say, about 30 years. I left working I worked for both my bells. I worked for Pac Bell before they, right around the time they were having the split, what they call divestiture, and worked with them. I also worked with GTE, which is now Verizon, so I'm dating myself. That was a very long time ago. So I worked with both of those companies, and that's actually the last time that I had a job 30 years ago. And I left corporate America because they were changing a lot of the rules. I was going through a divorce, small children, and they wanted to change my hours. And because I was low seniority, which I'm not a fan of unions because of that, I'm low seniority, and so they said that I was going to have to start working later, and they were also going to I was going to have to work on the weekends. And that was something that was not going to fit while going through a divorce, kids being in daycare. Back then, daycare only stayed open till 6 o'clock. So I used to get off at 5, and now they were going to have me getting off at 6 because I was low seniority. And that was really what started me to thinking about what I could do different than working 9 to 5. So while I was there, they started asking people. It was slow, and I worked in the billing department. It was like a call center, and they said that if you wanted to go home, you could take, I forget what they call it, downtime. And so I'd always raise my hand because I'm in Southern California, and I would drive to Orange County, and I was studying to get my insurance license. And so I did that. I'm going to stay for about 2 or 3 months. I went and I studied, and I passed my insurance exam. I also became Series 6 and 63 licensed, which means you could, like a step below Series 7, which is when you're trading stocks. But I got the insurance license, the Series 663, and then I quit. Yeah, I quit. I was getting, I knew what my hours were. I knew how much money I was getting paid. But I didn't like the fact that so many things were based on whether or not you had higher seniority. And I wanted to really be judged for how well I did the job. So with no experience in that, I'm going to say no, I really didn't have any sales experience because I started working at the phone company when I was 16. And so I didn't really have any experience, but I knew I didn't, I could kind of feel the walls closing in on me, and I knew I didn't want to be in a situation where they could just change everything on me like that. And so I decided to quit. I passed my insurance. I had this, so I said I'm going to do it. Now that meant that I'm going to be on 1099. Yeah, 1099 is when you are getting paid 100% commission, and I really didn't know what that was like, but I knew I had mouths to feed. And so that was just something that I was going to, have to do. I was really looking at the whole freedom thing. I wanted to have the flexibility to, be around my kids if I needed to do that. But I didn't really understand that world of commission only. I mean, you got to hustle. You got to really, really hustle if you're only getting paid commission. And so I worked in an office that was all male. I think I might have been the only woman especially the only woman of color. I don't think there was any women at the time when I did. So I worked at this office. I really immersed myself in this, and I became the top salesperson in that office. I sold more insurance policies in a week than the vice president of the company. And I actually loved it. I loved the ability for me to create the income that I wanted to create. If I was willing to work hard for it, then I was willing to put that time in order to do that, because you could make as much money as you were willing to work. It's a lot of hard work, though. It's definitely a lot of work. You're gonna be out there. Found myself out there a lot of times that I had to be out like late at night. And that wasn't necessarily, while you're now becoming quote unquote a single mom. That wasn't probably the best situation, but I was already in it at that point. So already in it. And so from there, I have sold a number of things. I've had different businesses. I like to consider myself a serial entrepreneur. I have had everything from, I owned an executive recruiting company, real estate. I had a restaurant, a ladies' fitness center. I ran a telemarketing office for Verizon. Everybody in that office was all on 1099. And so I've even done, I'll say it. I've even done network marketing. And even when I did that, I've been a top income earner 3 times. Three times. I've done it 3 times. And I did fine. I did well. I mean, I pretty much have that attitude that, I got kids to take care of. And so I look at things really very different. So just wanted you to know a little bit about me and my background and what makes me, what gives me the credibility to help other businesses, which is what we're doing in Evolv Business Development Center. It was created, really came out of the pandemic, watching so many businesses be in trouble or lose money because of the pandemic. I came across a program that my now business partner had put together for some time. And when I went through his course, it's a course that he teaches on buying businesses, I had a major aha moment, because what he was teaching I'd never seen before. I'd never seen that in any of the businesses that I had. So I also heard someone say that a lot of businesses would get money. She knew they could get this money for whatever reason, whether it's a nonprofit or for-profit. But she said the biggest problem was that they would get the money and then their business still would not scale. She'd see them 2-3 years later and they still had not scaled. So that said to me that maybe small to medium-sized business weren't getting this information. So that's where the nonprofit came out of, because I wanted to show people that it wasn't really the pandemic that caused your business to, be affected by COVID, as much as it was that perhaps the way you've been taught how to do business is very antiquated. Perhaps you weren't using things like technology and innovation. But if you don't know what you don't know, then, you kind of you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And so that is where it came out of. Evolv Business Development Center. We are doing things very different. If you are a business and you have a retail location, especially if you have a retail location, we are doing something called From Brick to Meta. And From Brick to Meta is where we show you how to create what we call a digital twin and to pandemic proof your business so that no matter what happens, you're good. You'll always be good. You'll always have profits coming in no matter what. So we teach you through a series of courses that we have set up. We hold your hand through the process, and we're actually going on the metaverse launching in April. So there's some key things and key components that businesses need to take a look at if you're really serious about taking your business to the next level. We also try to show you how to remove yourself from the business, because if you have a business and you're working in your business, then you might have just replaced a job with your own business. And I understand that more than anything, because for all these years, calling myself an entrepreneur, I never really took myself out of that space. I was always there in some way, shape, or form running it. It has only been until recently that I have understood that that's not really a business. That's not, if you're in the business and you're working on it all the time, and it can't run without you, then you got to do things different. Or, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to start with when you have a business that you're not there. But the goal is to get that business to scale. And scale means that you are operating at a higher level. Let's just say that. So that's what we do with the Evolv Business Development Center. Myself, I have a great team of people. You'll be hearing about them more as time goes on. But I wanted to come on and say hi and to let you see my face and get a chance to get to know me so that you, can feel a little more familiar with me. So this is our YouTube channel is fairly new, and I am looking forward to having some more conversations with you. If you'd like to get a free business assessment, then just go to our website, evolvbiz.org, and we will be happy to give you a 30-minute consultation and show you what you can do to take your business to the next level. All right. It's nice seeing you guys. I don't know who my subscribers are, but you're going to learn a lot. We're going to teach you some things that will actually be very beneficial to you, whether you already have a brick and mortar or whether you're looking at having one. We can show you how to do that too. All right. Bye, guys.